let's see how this game is going to shape up. This could be match point for Cooler if he's able to pick up this second map in a row. It's a nice little spawn for av3k, of course, getting mega health, getting like yellow armor and rocket launcher and LG. Of course, Cooler will be the man that picks up red armor and the yellow, plus the railgun.
Yeah, pretty standard start. Cooler's going to try to make use of his railgun now and lock av3k out of the red room, but he's not being successful so far. And av3k is going to try to backstab it, but he's too late. Good play by av3k. He would have had a hard time getting in there, especially without a railgun. So he's chosen to stay on the mega room and defend it.
Well, here comes Cooler in for that push, and that railgun could be a little bit naughty for av3k. Here comes Cooler again, keeping that pressure up. He knows that he could maybe stop him getting over. Actually, Cooler does get on the mega. It's great LG from av3k, and unfortunately for him, actually runs out of ammo, but all that damage output has meant that he can get over onto that red armor. But look at the rockets from Cooler. Again, the rail will actually miss, and that will mean that av3k can take away this yellow armor, but maybe more importantly, finally get in and pick up a railgun.
Yeah, and the next fight is going to be big, because I think Cooler knows that Mega and Red should be roughly the same time, so he's not in control, and he's going to try to get a position somewhere in between, and av3k knows this. He's going to try to catch him off, and now Cooler has the problem. He's not going to be able to get on anything.
Well, the rail did connect. Cooler's starting to work his way up there, and he actually steals away that mega. The yellow armor from underneath as well. Here's av3k from above. Good LG from Cooler. Will force av3k to push away just a little. There's another rail, and av3k knows if he crosses it could be dangerous, but Cooler had actually dropped already back towards that railgun room. One grenade connects. And he'll actually give up the red armor here to Cooler, and the rocket didn't do any damage either. So Cooler pretty much just bullying his way back into this map with that mega pickup.
Yeah, and av3k has to stay pretty much in this room now if he wants to get a shot on this map.
Here we go. av3k trying to use all those ledges to his advantage, try and throw Cooler's rockets off, but Cooler is now going to put some pressure on, moving in for the first frag. av3k down, fairly low on health and armor, and will back away now towards that red armor. That's a great rail. Much needed rail, actually, from av3k in that situation. But he's got red, and he's probably going to take this yellow. I mean, he's a little bit wary of actually jumping up to take that yellow, because Cooler might trap him in there. Yeah,
he can't at the moment, and he doesn't really need it as well. I mean, he's sitting on a good armor stack, and he can just get the yellow in the other room now. And Cooler is not even going to challenge for it. And next item to play red armor, it's big for Cooler, not so big for av3k. So av3k should probably look onto some damage and lock him out of the room. And these rockets can be really good. And the first rocket really good onto Cooler.
av3k's managed to get through. Mega health on its platform. What is Cooler's next move? av3k kind of anticipating a rocket jump up here from Cooler. But Cooler's not going to make the move, and the LG's so strong in the air. Cooler's taken away all of av3k's armor. Luckily for av3k, he did manage to just about get onto that mega platform. And also he had the yellow armor away. So, kind of similar situation than we saw in the first map. A few minutes going by, no frags, and these players just trying to make their mark on T7. But so far, no one's turned it into a kill.
And the first frag, the longer it takes for the first frag, the more open the game will be afterwards. Because if the frag comes at the 4-minute mark, for example, the player out of control won't have enough time to actually set up a good stack anymore, and we will see a really aggressive game, a bit like the end of DM13. Great raid there from Cooler as well.
That's giving him that mega health. Again, red armor is av3k's, but he knows that Cooler probably a lot more healthy. Yeah, Cooler's 180, 150. As they spot each other around middle. Cooler not quite expecting av3k's peek out from there.
And if av3k manages to get into that red room before reds, he's not Cooler. Cooler predicted him so well there. I mean, there's so many entrances to that room, and he predicted the right one. They are so good at knowing each other's game.
3 seconds for Mega. Cooler underneath av3k at the moment. Cooler will finally go through. LG ready. And is av3k going to make the move over? Cooler going at it with the LG once again. av3k's going to take this fight, at least for a brief second. And he's now going to move over onto that mega health once again. Gets it. Great rail from Cooler at close range. And he's got av3k pinned. That rocket won't help Cooler's cause, though. And he's going to have to run away quickly over to this red armor. Has to watch for the rail. He knows that av3k might be watching. Actually, it's a rocket that's thrown out.
That was so unlucky of Cooler. If he hadn't rocketed himself there, I'm pretty sure he would have gotten onto av3k. And av3k was so low, that was his kill. And he's surely going to kick himself if he doesn't get it now. Avec on 30 HP and Cooler buff him. Now he's got him trapped.
No rockets left here for Cooler, so he can't actually spam down, and we'll have to rely on that LG. Still in a comfortable position, but now one more rail will actually finish him. Avec starting to push through with that lightning gun, but what a rail from Cooler, walking around that pillar, and that's the first frag here on the second map, and in all fairness, it shouldn't have gone the way it did.
No, I mean, Cooler was about to pick it up easily. He had, what, 150 and 20 or something left? He gets it with 19 HP and a close range railgun. But now Avec is in control because of that situation. I mean, it took so long to get the kill, and the red armor was obviously up.
Nice rail again from Cooler. He's doing the damage before Avec was able to pick up that red armor. Now he's going to sit here. Second rail will land. Mega Health is on its platform, and Cooler just switching positions here, trying to get that shot off, but he knows that he can't really contest for that Mega. And now the red armor is the next in contention. And actually, Avic's really delayed that Mega Health, and that might just say, yeah, Cooler's like, maybe I can actually get down, and Avic's already in there, but Cooler surprising him just a little bit with a move from above.
And Avec doesn't have a railgun yet. Finally, he gets onto one.
Avec using that plasma, actually. We have now 3.5 minutes. Cooler trying to hold on to this 1-0 lead.
He's going to have a hard time. Avec is going to play more aggressive from time to time as well.
Cooler's managed to work himself back to 100-100. And Avec is up there. Question is, where is Avic's next move? And Cooler knows that he's not dropped onto that red armor, but Avic's going to go aggressive. Probably the best thing he could have done in that situation. And now Cooler down to 45 HP will finally go down to the lightning gun of Avec. And it is all tied up at 1-1. Cooler surely going to go down once again if Avec can actually get track of him. And Cooler doing a great job actually, just with that machine gun off the spawn. Really causing Avec a few problems.
The longer he can delay this, the better it is for Cooler. Oh, and he actually gets out of the situation. That is amazing.
Mega Health and yellow armor going to be picked up by Avec. Red armor is in position as well, but Cooler, oh yeah, he did take it. He was obviously a little bit wary of if Avec was going to go through. Look at the LG from Cooler, stopping Avec in his tracks, and actually he's going to go aggressive again. Down to 92 HP now is Avec, and a rail would put him so low. But Cooler's decided not to go aggressive. Let's have a look at Cooler.
This is so risky for Cooler. He only has 40 shots left on his OG and no other weapon to play with.
Well, if he hits all of them, then maybe he's okay. He knows exactly where Avec is, but yeah, only got that LG.
This position is good for Avec, because he knows even if he doesn't hit the shot, he can always back off to the Mega. And now Cooler is doing a really good move on placing himself between the items.
Avec up above him, and they're playing a little game of cat and mouse at the minute. But Cooler's managed to work his way in and steal that red away, and he's in just a brief second there managed to get himself back to 100-200. Avec is 200 with 75 armor, so actually it's Cooler now who has that advantage. And these next rail shots are maybe going to determine who's able to pick up what could well be a final kill at this kind of time.
Yeah, but they're not close enough now. I mean, you see them playing with each other at the moment. They're not really moving in, but Avec now actually going aggressive in the situation. I don't know, I think this is a mistake. He really has to get out of there and back up some armor. And this is really bad for him. Now he can't even challenge the Mega, probably.
100 health, 50 armor. And Cooler is 80 health, 180 armor. So this Mega Health is going to put Cooler in such a great position as we hit that final minute. Now Cooler knows this is probably the time that he needs to go chasing him for the frag. Briefly spots Avec there. And he's now going to try and seal him off inside middle. Good rail on the defense from Avec. Cooler still trying to find that entry and turn his stack into a kill. Yellow armor denied from Avec. Cooler didn't really need it all that much, but it's better than his opponent having it. Red armor is next in play.
And Avec can be happy if oh, he's jumping on this red, and he actually timed it perfectly there. And now he's back on the map. Even though Cooler is going to get the Mega now, he's not too much behind. I mean, 100 behind, that's one rocket. One good rocket in a fight, and you're ahead already.
15 seconds to go. Cooler at the moment, just going to stack up for that yellow, which could be his final yellow of the game. And we saw, of course, it come down to the last 2 seconds in the semi-final. Cooler will move in here. He's going to force his way through, or is he? av3k has actually backed away. And as we hit the final seconds, we will be pushed here into a 120-second overtime. And Cooler probably coming off worse from that little exchange. I mean, he's got in on red, got in on the yellow. Actually, he's got a little bit more. Well, that will change with this pickup of the yellow armor for av3k. Cooler will steal the Mega away, though.
This is big, this is big. I mean, Cooler lost a lot of armor in that fight, but the Mega is going to give him such an advantage in this position.
Great second map so far on Furious Heights, 1-1. And of course, we are in overtime. As Cooler will spot av3k there for a brief second, just looking around on that red. Grenade spammed onto the spot. One of them will connect, but I think av3k's taking it away. No, he hasn't, and Cooler will come back for another shot. It does connect with a railgun. Vital position once again.
And av3k makes the move on the Mega. Oh, he's doing so great now. Cooler's sitting on 9 HP. Surely av3k is going to catch him here.
av3k sat right now. Got him pinned in behind that pillar, but we've seen this position from Cooler before, but av3k will move in with a plasma. Does the job. And now off the spawner's chance for a conversion. The rail will connect, and surely av3k's going to chase in for the frag. Cooler trying to hit him with the grenades, hits another rail, and Cooler is pretty much crippled. Yeah, 37 health. And surely av3k will be able to chase in for another frag, and that will really put him in a great position. Cooler steals Mega, but av3k still piling on the pressure.
And Cooler's getting his last chance now. They're equal on stacks. Cooler doesn't have weapons, though. This is going to be so hard to get that frag with only a rocket launcher.
20 seconds to go. Cooler, no LG, finally gets himself a railgun. The
and av3k's just sitting it out.
Yeah, he has to catch av3k at this point, and that could be the hardest thing about making a comeback with 8 seconds remaining on the clock. There's the LG for Cooler. Similar to position to we saw the final in the Rafa versus Cooler semi-final, and it will be av3k who picks up the frag in the 9 seconds. And av3k will bring us back to a 1-1 scoreline here in the third place playoff.
Great.